Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Councilmember Thomas.
Thank you. I don't like change. I'm gonna make this quick. I like what I like. But I recall when we had our first one-on-one when I was elected and you appointed me to the Housing Committee. And my first thought was, what did I do to him? Like, why would he, what is going on? But what that was, it was an early sign, an early indication that you trusted the knowledge that I had and you knew that I would be able to handle the amount of content and the detail of what's happening in our city. So I want to publicly thank you for that. I go hard for that housing department. And I think what your vision around affordability and making sure that people are housed and will be housed, generations will benefit from that beyond your tenure at City Hall, what the seeds that you have sown. So that's one. I also remember the time during George Floyd when the black council members were writing them letters and you was tired of them letters. And I remember he said, if I see one more letter from them, I mean, he was upset. I was like, y'all, he really mad. That letter that hit the street. But even in the middle of our own tussles, right, and it forced us to be really deliberate about what was the best for Houston. Out of that, birth your task force, reforms, collaboration with the department, meaningful conversations, and again, generations will continue to benefit from that. And I want to thank you for demonstrating for the rest of the major cities on how it gets done in the city of Houston. I also want to recall April 2020, you called me 2 days and you said, listen, I have 2,000 masks. Can you flip them? And I said, well, I guess I can. And all the way on the west side, we had the very first, one of the first mass distribution drives where we served hundreds of individuals that were in line for hours. That was a pivotal time because at first my first thought was, okay, so we're really about to get some action on the west side. I don't have to do this on my own because you already had the district on your radar, which I deeply appreciate. I know you have heard and will continue to hear until January 1st to December 31. Thank you, Mayor Turner. But I don't know if you realize how loved you are in this city. And I want you to just really sit with that. People call you our mayor for a reason. You're our mayor. And over those 7 federally declared disasters, the way that you've shown up, people in the streets that may not have even been registered to vote, you are their mayor. I have observed when you would come into community how people would be in awe that their mayor was in their neighborhood, walking their street. You have walked Piney Point when no other mayor even knew where that neighborhood was, and you walked each street, and those people were waiting outside for you, stopping in their cars because their mayor was in their neighborhood. So you're going to receive the thank yous, but I want you to sit with the love that the people of Houston will offer you and will offer you long after your term is over. And hopefully you really get to feel that because you are definitely loved and your fingerprints are on this city. I get the privilege of sharing in that and being able to witness that and being able to watch you lead in the midst of people challenging your integrity, people attempting to discolor your name, but in every situation you would always rise. And I know sometimes I would get in that mic and be like, do it, say it, do it, because I like a little tussle. So I'm gonna miss that. But thank you for allowing me to be your hype man to gas up. And anytime you're ready to tussle, we'll do that too. But I wish you well. To my colleagues that are leaving, it has been great. We could not have done any of this without you. My vice chair of 4 years. I'm going to miss, Robert Gallegos. I'm demanding the Public Works Department. I mean, I'm going to miss you and your team. There's probably a whole clip of Councilmember Kubosh and I fighting over here and flipping his votes when he tags, right? I was good at that, and so definitely going to miss him. And then my colleague, Councilmember Knox, the way that we were able to rally around him after the death of his son as a council and as a city, I definitely will remember that because that was definitely one of the first traumatic events as a council we experienced. So I want to continue to pray for him and his wife and his family as they move into the next season of their life. But job well done. that good and faithful servant. And I'm really serious about the love, because thank you sometimes can be routine, and people say thank you casually, but love is something different. And so congratulations, Mayor Turner.